Here.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Oh, I say that and I don't have my
Oh man, like
YouTube
the fastest
music on.
intro ever. Fuck your stream.
Yeah. So welcome everybody to Weight of 10th episode of Weight of Nations. Last time we played, there was just a lot of figuring out of what's been going on within the city with the doppelgangers. You guys find underneath the platform in the middle the visage in some kind of shifting mural of a creature that resembles a hydra with some dissimilarities. Um, you all fiddle with the memorial to fallen heroes. Memorial of the Fallen Heroes to the Fallen Hero. Anyway, and after interacting with the three separate statues, realizing that certain features of each statue have been changed, and with interacting with those changes, you seemingly unlocked something or created the opportunity to unlock something, which Tolliver promptly slid rune into, unlocked whatever change was made to the memorial, which resulted in the city's defensive veil being seemingly disabled, dispelled, dropped, whatever. After such time, after a time, you guys do a little bit more discussing and sort of come to the conclusion that it would be beneficial to the group if you guys could maybe try and find whatever in the vault, within the vault, that might be drawing the attention of these doppelgangers and your friends who have been affected in some way. And I've done this twice in a row now, but when listening back last week, I should have had, at a certain point, I should have had everyone roll a D100 once again. So, we're going to start this game off by having everyone roll a D100. Ooh. Interesting. Welcome to the DM's happy game of fuck. Um,
Scared.
so I'm gonna mute the stream. All right, so we pick up with you all opening the door to the vault and looking inside with just looking down like you see wall sconces lit up one after another, the length down a hallway, ending in what you see now at the end of about a 25 to 30 foot hallway. It opens up into some kind of large antechamber or room. You guys haven't stepped into the vault yet. Would you all like to do anything before you all cross the threshold of the vault?
Now, I just want to say something real quick before we get up in here. Are we sure we want to go in here? It's been a long day. I mean, I think I'm still pretty good right now, but in a minute I might be too weak to whip a nut.
Oh,
So I'm just saying.
Just a heads up. I've already spoken with Dano. I will be manning Franz tonight.
Okay.
And there's a lot of craziness going on. I don't know. It's up to you. We can go in here if we want to, though. I just want to call that out.
Franz says, yeah, I think we should. How else are we to know what they are looking for?
That was actually really good.
Thanks.
All right.
I was practicing.
Wow, Dano, are you made it? Wow.
I was practicing. That's what a young German boy, yeah.
Yeah, you have any chocolate? Well, I mean, sorry.
Oh, hey, Mamas, would you go get
What
me a
time?
cider?
What time is it? Kind of in the day.
It's more towards the end of the day. Y'all have been doing a lot of walking back and forth around this
Right.
large ass city. I'd say it's just after dinner time kind of thing. And it is turning into I believe hold on. I believe it is turning into it's turning into fall. So like it's like the sun's going down, but it's not. Oh wait, no, I forget. I described the sun going down over top of the castle, or not the castle, the parapets of the walls. So it's like, and shooting that like bluish, like blue, red, and orange color into the sky. So it's actually closer to night. So it's probably like 8, 9, somewhere around there. For those of you who don't have keen mind or whatever.
I will be right back.
I mean, if you guys want to like try to rest before we go in, I'd rather just not leave like the area at least.
Well, I'm saying we might be able to. What if we just set up, like a little pitch a tent right here in the front, and then we have some guards post up, and then we can just like sleep.
Aster is like physically moving slower and like
That's right.
almost like breaking down.
I mean, that
forgot.
guy right there, he looked like he can't do nothing.
Alright.
Nothing.
I'm down.
As you all are standing there, Aster, a voice pops into your head. You hear the voice of Karkarov go, I have found your letter. If you wish to meet in the appropriate spot, at the appropriate time this evening, I would be glad to speak with you. You know
Can I-
the time and place. It's just an arbitrary. You know what I'm saying?
Can I respond to that?
You can.
I will meet you there.
Okay.
Birds get a lot of. They
Yeah,
can
utility,
they pick from a lot of different lists.
right?
We only read the
One question: would that interrupt a rest? That time?
No, you could do it after, or you could take your rest after that. It's just so long as you get a certain. You only need like 4 hours or something like that, right?
Right. Well, I'll go ahead and ritually cast the Tiny Hut and try to take the rest here. And place some of those guards to watch.
We can put some of them guards up, and then maybe one of us can stay up too. That way, we got a little bit of muscle. I'm just saying. I think
We
little
do
more
watches.
capable.
I always do watches.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. It's my first time rolling with you. Well, not my first time, but like first time like doing kind of this thing. You know what I mean? Huh. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie right now. Okay, that's a dark vault. A lot of creepy crawlies. And where's that Randy fella?
I
No.
am right here.
Oh,
Bucky.
hey, Randy. Hey, can you help us in this vault? Like, help us. Well, I guess y'all be. Never mind. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I have been here before, so I am familiar with some of the rooms of the vault. If you, I understand you all wish to. The room beyond here is a simple antechamber where it splits off into various different sections of the vault. That is a main chamber in there. It is what we refer to as the vault antechamber.
So what you're saying is that we can go inside here, close the vault door, and then we be inside?
Indeed.
So we'd be resting inside the vault.
Yes.
That sound kind of creepy.
I'm fine. That.
Woo. My Meemaw told me don't go sticking the cat in dark holes now. I think this counts.
You just keep your carrot in its place, okay?
It might come out looking like soup. You know what I mean?
Nope, sure don't. don't want to know. Thanks.
Right.
When I rest, I am fully aware of my surrounding, so I will volunteer to keep guard outside the door of the vault.
Is that okay? Is that what we're gonna do? Let's go in, set up the hut.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I know you probably got something in store for us quick, but just before you do that, my intention would be like before the long rest to use my inspiring leader.
Okay. All right. So you all make your way into the. Here, I'll do this. We'll do this. Alright, you don't have to do Fog of War because everything's lit up in here. Alright. As you all make your way down the hallway, and it opens up into this large antechamber room. You all complete your characters here.
Well, again, I'm outside the door
Right.
of the vault.
Yeah, those of you who are in the vault. Place yourself in the vault. And it looks very similar to what is laid out before you. There are multiple sconces stationed, arrayed around in the middle of the room, as well as around the wall. You see there are different hallways that lead. Sorry, that one. Down various different places. And in each one of these other spaces, you see various silhouettes of various objects. Tolliver, and those of you who are arcane spellcasters, you all recognize the symbol of a pentacle carved or inlaid in the floor with what looks like copper and gold in the shape of a pentacle. As you all make your way in here proper,
How long would it take me to run back to my forge?
I mean, with those little legs, a little while.
Saying, would I be able to get there and back, and still get a full rest in?
Yeah, of course, yes, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the forge, real fast.
Okay.
That man scatterbrain.
No, Scatterbrain just remembered something.
Okay. Alright, as you all are setting up the tiny hut in here, does anybody want to do anything before you all bed down for the evening?
Need to do something at the forge.
Right, yes. Well, other than that, anybody, the people who are within the vault here.
No, I think we're just gonna set up that tiny hut, and I was just gonna probably play my flute a little bit to get the inspiring leader
Okay.
on everybody.
Let's see what I got. No, I can't. No, I already used a spell slot over there.
Okay. Alright, we will screen wipe to Hephaestus. Hephaestus.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Is the forge considered a temple or a sanctuary to Hephaestus?
Yes, it's a divine forge. Yeah, it is.
Did you move me?
I did.
Oh. Okay, I'll wait to tell it pretty much.
I just would like to know what you're doing before.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Word of Recall at the forge, setting the anchor point for that spell.
Are there okay?
It's instantaneous, so you and up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of you instantly teleport to a previously designated sanctuary. You and any creatures you teleport with you appear in the nearest unoccupied space to the spot you designated when you prepared the sanctuary.
That's a very good
Without
spell.
first preparing a sanctuary, it has no effect. You must designate the sanctuary by casting the spell within the location, such as a temple dedicated to or strongly linked to your deity.
Very well done. Yes.
That's our get the fuck out of here card.
God damn, the components are literally just say the fucking word. That's it.
Yep. That's why I chose it.
Alright, is that all you're doing before you head back to the vault?
I'm also going to rummage through and just make sure that I have everything I need. I'm gonna look for some. Would I have any ruby dust in the forge? I mean, I got all kinds of shit in the forge, so.
Roll a percentile die. What was it? High or low?
Knowing my luck, I'm gonna say high and it'll roll low, so I'm gonna go with low.
Okay. Roll a d100. Oh.
There you go, 20.
How much ruby dust are you looking for?
About 1,000 gold worth.
Ooh, damn, that's a lot.
It's a bag.
I will say yes, but I am taking 1,000 gold from the treasury.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Yep, you got it. You
And
heading
while
back?
I'm there, I'm going to cast Word of Recall in the forge.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run my happy little butt back to. Oh,
Okay.
did I find a? Is there a magnifying glass in my forge?
No, we've already been over this. No.
I haven't been able to find one yet.
No. I mean, you didn't even commission one or anything from anybody either.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything?
Before. Oh, never mind.
I have something.
I am sure you do. All right. All right. So I'm assuming we're going to go find Karkaroff, right?
So I power down for 6 hours. That's what I need, and I was gonna spend the last 2 hours going to meet him. of like everyone else.
Well, you'd have to meet him first, and then because you're the
Alright.
first. You're the first ship. So we'll say you go meet him first. So while you're supposed to be keeping watch outside the vault, you leave to go meet Karkaroff. The night has come, and it's a cold, rainy night. And you make your way to an alleyway between the Order of the Climbing Serpent and another building next to it. After a little bit of time, a half-orc man walks up to you. He's got his hood up, and all you can see is the two tusks sticking out of his large bottom lip. And you hear him go, "You wanted to meet. What can I help you with?"
So, real quick, do I trust him?
I mean, you
Like,
trust him as much as you can trust another
enough.
spy, right? Like, I
Right.
mean, he's another. I mean, he's just another.
I feel like knowing how shady he is, I would want to, like, always have the same disguise self when I meet him.
Okay.
So I want to disguise self as elvish rogue.
Okay. He said, "Yeah." He said, "You wanted to meet."
I did. I wanted to kind of give you a little tip that the lords of this city know you were spotted by the vault. From one spy to another.
Well, I appreciate you looking out. I am aware. I, of course, did not go to many great lengths to disguise the fact that I went to the vault. As I saw the guards there, I assumed they were reporting to somebody.
I'm sure you've noticed all the commotion as of late.
Yes, I have.
It seems these creatures that are causing all the troubles here are drawn to this vault. So there's a lot of attention on that vault. So I don't know what you're planning in the future. If there's a different reason why you were spotted there, now might not be the good time, is all I'm gonna say.
As I am aware, you are spending more time running around with the stewards. Do you have access to their vault yourself?
I don't have access myself.
But you are able to get in.
With assistance.
As you did me a favor, I shall impart this on to you. I went to the vault just to see what all the commotion was about. And that is because I was contacted by a certain buyer friend of mine. They are looking for a certain antique table that apparently resides within the vault.
Able.
I simply was doing my diligence to find out what the vault looked like and how I might begin the process of getting in there.
Wouldn't have began this process by taking someone's book, perhaps?
No, I did not take Randolphus's pretty ledger.
So you know it's missing.
I do. I have a great many little birds inside of every building here. It is my job. There was word of a man leaving Lord Randolphus's chamber with a book in hand.
get a description on this man?
I did not. He was apparently clocked head to toe. Kept his head down. You know the drill.
All too well. Well, as I said, I wanted to give you a tip, but I must go back and I must rest. As you can see, my armor is pretty worn out.
Reaches over and puts a friendly hand on your shoulder, and he says, "Yes, you should rest up and have a good night's sleep. I need you to, when he takes his hand off of you, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw." Okay. Alright. When he takes his hand off of you and walks away, goes around the corner, you do not realize that you have been affected by this spell, but he has cast Modify Memory on you. The memory you have of this meeting is that you came, you told Karkaroff that people were looking for him, and then he said thank you, and then you all parted ways.
So I know nothing of that table.
Correct. As you just walk away. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So you walk back to the vault. Alright. Those of you all residing within the vault, and Aster, your all's evenings go undisturbed.
The joke of the night was a pair of cows were talking in the field. One says, "Haven't heard about the mad cow disease that's going around?" The other cow says, "Yeah, makes me glad I'm a penguin."
Oh my god.
That's the inspiring leader. So everyone gets
You're a nut.
15 temp HP.
That's such a good feat.
Solid.
It's so good.
It is sick.
Thinking I didn't hear that right.
Right. All right. You all wake up the next morning. You all open up the vault door to let Aster back in.
Morning, sunshine.
You all make your way. You all awake. Get your spells together. Get your food together. Have a little hardtack, little dried meat, and you're ready to start your day.
So this room has multiple exits and/or like tunnels.
By the way,
is that what I understand?
Rendolphus did not stay with you all in the vault.
Oh.
Here's my D100 for my prayer to Hephaestus.
Just to make it all go away.
What are you trying to do? It doesn't matter.
Why I didn't tell you. I just said my prayer to Hephaestus. Here's my D100. I would have elaborated if I would have worked.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Well, now we in here. Let's just go this way.
Wait, did we rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. You guys have a long rest.
Are these all doors or?
So each long hallway here leads to a door at the end of it. Right here.
Oh, so these are all hallways and doors. Got it. Cool.
So you all
Does anybody know which
experience
direction we
anything?
want to go in? Was that? Go ahead. Sorry.
Did you all experience anything strange in here last night?
Oliver, he sound like this. He goes.
As you all are standing there talking amongst yourselves, High Marshal Dagon appears in front of all of you all. And he says, my lords, I regret to inform you all that we have found 2 more additional featureless bodies in the city.
Oh.
On top of the other 12 or 11 that we found.
So there's 13 total again?
No. Sorry, my math is bad. There's a total of 15 currently now.
Oh, yeah, okay. The Hydra.
Wait, 15? That means the number went up, not down.
Right.
Yes.
That's not good.
We have recovered it. We have recovered a total of 15 more. Those who were previously within the Order of the Climbing Serpent have awoken and have returned to the city, to which we have now replaced with 15 fresh, new, featureless bodies.
Well, hell.
Maybe whatever is causing this to keep happening, the answer to all this is inside of this vault somewhere.
High Marshal Dagon just sort of fades out of existence.
What do you mean over there? By anything funny? You notice anything suspicious when we were sleeping? What you talk about over there?
Well, these creatures are all drawn to this vault. I figured there might be something strange in here that they're after.
I give him that one eye crooked look, and as I inside check him.
Okay, what are you trying to discern from him?
If he's just telling the truth about why he's asking those questions.
Okay.
About noticing anything funny. Like if his answer seems genuine or not.
Roll an insight check.
I did.
Okay. Is your answer genuine?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
genuinely concerned about the group.
Well, I appreciate your concern. I think we good though. Well, who's been in this vault? It's the first time I've been in here. I don't even know which way is north.
It's the
Maybe
first
this
time for all of
pentagram.
you.
Maybe this pentagram tells us something. Let's stay in the middle of it. I seem to be pointing in 5 different directions. You actually had to count that, by the way.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? Need a decision, need something.
Has anybody been in this vault of us? I know I haven't.
I will say, yes, there's at least one room. This southern room right here, this is to the treasury, like where all the gold and jewels and shit are here. Anywhere other than that, no one has ventured into any other part of the vault.
Do we know where that puddle of black gooey asthma stuff was? Anybody pay attention?
It was in the ledger, but I don't remember seeing exactly where it was.
Franz
Lucky's gonna
goes,
pull
well,
out
if we
his-
don't know, why don't we just pick a direction and go?
You went like Russian.
I know I did. I don't know.
Persian?
Yeah.
Does
Yeah, why don't we just go north? Yeah. Sorry.
does the miasma have a smell to it?
It does. It's very pungent, very tart, cringy smell. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out the vial of the miasma that I have and take a whiff of it so I can like remind myself of what it smells like and try and kind of sniff it out if I can.
Make a perception check. Okay. Yeah, it's behind us. You don't smell anything like it around here immediately.
Oh, you saying you can sniff? What if we just go opening doors and see if you smell it?
Yeah, I don't see why we don't just pick a door and go through.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but buddy, your opinion don't mean the amount of beans right now, okay? You kind of aggro.
No, I agree. Let's just pick a door and go.
Oh, he go. There he go. He going.
I'm gonna
Alright,
cast Mage Armor on myself as we start walking.
He's just walking over here. Okay.
So when he gets to this door, there looks to be what looks like a giant Roman numeral kind of clock face on the door. He goes, I think if we had one of the keys, we could open it. I don't have one though. He sort of looks back at Tolliver, Hephaestus.
Yeah, I'll walk up with my Hearthstone.
Okay. When you do, blue and gold light floods the entranceway here, as you all look on and step into this room. There's a platform you guys can walk down either the left or right hand side of the stairs. But what you see is this giant mural on the ground here, with course. So 1 to 12 obviously is a clock, and then corresponding with each number there is a symbol inlaid in the floor. The ground here, the blue seems to be there's some kind of sapphire-ish crystal that takes up the entire floor. All of the gold inlays here are physical gold inlays, and these the Roman numeral clock lines are sort of like raised rectangular platforms that sit off the ground.
How high off the ground?
2 feet, just hovering. They look like they're hovering. You see on the outside of each dial, there is a stylized representation of a moon going through its various phases. In the center, you see some kind of like dais platform with a bunch of etchings and markings and 4 arrows that point inwards at a circle.
Bucky's gonna go stand right here next to the dais.
Okay. It essentially just looks like a giant golden metal wrought table. And you see at the center of the circle in the center of the dais, now that you're close, is very similar. It has the same markings as the larger circle behind you that's inlaid in the floor here. So you see the book, key, magnifying glass, so on and so forth, bow and arrow at the bottom, sword, beetle, axe, and the 4 arrows seem to be sort of like a separate ring that seem to be like locked in place. So like in its current position, it's over top of the book, the shield, the arrow, and the scarab. As 12, 3, 6. Okay. As you turn it, it shifts to 1, 4, 7, and 10. The 1, 4, 7, and 10, respectively. Well, hold on. 1, 7, 10, 4. Yeah. They light up, and you see on the 1, you see You see a very small. You see what looks like emanating from right here on the backside. You see a small bead of light congeal in the air, and you see it expand into stars that take up the entirety of the room.
Ooh, that's pretty right there.
And you see different stars sort of bursting into life. Like you see them just like it's like blank space, and it starts getting filled up with all these small lights that begin popping up into place. And then you see it's sort of in the center view of the room, just above Bucky over the dais, a world, sort of like a planet sort of coalesces, shining, putting off all of this like putting off a bright white light. It's just like a ball with a bright white light.
Do I recognize the planet?
It's just a pure ball of white light. You just gather that it's a planet because it's like the first like solid orb that you've seen in this vast kind of space of far off dots.
Do I clock anything in this room that might look like a trap to me? Some sort of like security measure.
Make a perception check.
Thanks for doing that after I go spinning shit.
You don't see anything that's trapped outwardly. There's nothing. I don't see anything sketchy about this.
Oh, arrow's gonna shoot out of the room.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just twisting things. Which, you know, not the smartest thing in the world to do. But anybody else got some ideas on what's going on?
Do I have any idea what the hell this is?
I don't know. Do you?
I mean, I have a good idea, but
I mean, I'm not being a smartass. This isn't one of those things you can really check for. It's up to your own interpretation. You know what I mean?
I got nothing. Oliver, you ever seen anything like this?
Look, the good news is it doesn't have any of that black stuff on the ground, so maybe we put a pin in it.
Would I recognize this? I mean, I think I mean, it reminds me of like a planetarium.
That's okay. It is definitely giving off hardcore planetarium vibes.
And I feel like I would have seen something like that in my studies, but like I'm not.
You're proficient in history, right?
Yes.
I will allow you to make a history check. It's going to be a high DC, but I'll allow you to make it because this is very obscure.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Is that high enough, motherfucker?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right.
This is my div rolls.
Okay. As you kind of look at it and you take it in, and you think about the history of the city. You think about some of the teachings that you've experienced and studied. So being specifically a divination wizard, right? The idea of like cosmology and deity and like knowledge throughout the ages. There's one esoteric thing. So there's sort of a division in the divination wizard ideology. There is the traditional thinking, which is the weave, right? That everything is woven, predestiny, so on and so forth, and that is sort of the underlying fabric of everything in the universe. There is a second, more esoteric, lesser studied because it doesn't have. It feels more rigid than even the weave, and it's called the Consortium of Ages. And you didn't really ever think of it as a room. It's always been sort of a diagram. There's sort of this idea that the universe is sort of on a cycle that goes around, more like a wheel or a clock, and it has different phases or ages, and that eventually you have beginning, and there will be at some point halfway through the great ages of the universe, there will come some focal point or some fulcrum that changes the universe, usually wrought on by war or great strife, and that is when the universe is at its peak. And then from there, it wanes, ending in some kind of calamitous reset where the story of the whole universe is written and complete, and then it is allowed to refresh and start anew in a never-ending cycle of ages.
Wheel of Time.
Each one of these each one of these icons here are the descriptions, and really it's sort of a calendar. It looks like various different things, but it's really thought of as like a calendar of the ages in the cycle of the universe. And you can predict what's going to happen in each age through the predicted icons and the different phases of the age. And with that, you sort of gather that when Bucky shifted the dial and it went to the 1, it showed you the beginning of the first age of creation in its current cycle.
Wow, okay.
So when you think on it, you're like, well, why would this be locked away in a vault? And that's sort of the most pressing question that comes to your mind after remembering that. Damn, that was a 25 DC. Good shit. That was as hard as you can get.
Okay. What age are we in now? We know, relative to this context?
That is the question. And you think to yourself, that might be why it's locked away here. If you can find a way to figure out what age you're in and set the machine correctly, you think you
literally
can
just predict events,
yes.
which is obviously a crazy amount of power for somebody. Okay.
Do you tell this to the group or you just...
Yeah, I'm gonna explain all of this to the group.
So
I was trying to
so
think of a
Tolliver has
kind
a
of-
TED Talk. That's all
I
I
was trying to think of a kind of short way to do it, but there is none. That's so much. I'm
Tol-
gonna
Tol-
explain all of that.
Tolliver has a 10-minute TED Talk with the group about the consortium of ages.
Shit you've never heard of. This is some like obscure astrology shit.
So you say, so I'm gonna ask Tolliver. Tolliver, you said that the pinnacle of the universe, like the peak, is the time of war. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, we could assume that this is probably the great war of this, the war between us and the other beings. Yeah, maybe. So
I mean,
maybe
it's
we're
definitely like.
so maybe
it
we're
seems
in the
like it's
sixth
affecting
age?
The whole world. It's definitely a calamitous thing.
Franz goes, yeah, but that has already happened. That happened forever ago.
But
If we are talking
mean-
about the first calamity that came upon this city,
according to this, like it works in cycles.
there was a great war after the city fell as well.
Yeah.
set it to 7. See what happens.
Turn which one to 7?
Whichever one you made that first one light up.
Okay, I think it's the one that's on the top here. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that right on around over there to the 7. Point that down to the 7. Well, cause it's already on. Okay, you know what? I turn it all the way around so that this top one is pointing towards 7. Cause you said that this one was pointing towards the 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll just turn it
So-
around so that way it's basically the same thing, just inversed.
When you go to 7, and as you twist the dial, it sort of 2 lights up, 3 lights up, 4 lights up, 5 lights up, 6 lights up. So as you land on 7, I know it's really hard to see when you zoom in. It's a skull with a streaking line going up above it, like a curling line going up above it, almost like a yin, and a one curling around it like a yang sign. Does that make sense? So think of like an S running through a skull.
Gotcha.
And as it does, this platform lights up, and the world, that ball shifts, and a bunch of images blur before you all as you turn the dial. And as it lands, the ball that you're seeing that's in the center, it stops. Like the light comes down. It's sort of, you see like in rapid time, you see like it congeal and like super cool land masses beginning to form, so on and so forth. And as you finally get to 7, like you see all these blurring events pass by you through the world, and you zoom in on the world as it lands on 7, and you see what looks like ruined city after ruined city after ruined city. You see large, almost Gothic-like cathedrals. I'm talking about, and you also see churches. Like, there are just masses and masses of ruined churches and cathedrals to different various gods and different deities, good, bad, neutral. And you see the sun that's in the sky. The sky is completely gray. There are no clouds. There's no color, really. There's barely any color in the world. And you just see ruined city after ruined city, and then you see just small groups of people huddled together moving throughout these ruined cities. And they all seem very lost and confused, looking to the sky and with their hands in like questioning supplication and not really understanding what's going on.
Well, that's not good. Maybe the key was to know what happens in 6.
Would we recognize on this globe like where we are? Like if it's like a map? I figure I would have seen a map of this place before I came here.
Make an intelligence. No, actually, you would. I mean, it's Ellengrad, the city that's been lost for ages. You wouldn't have a map for this city.
Just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, I will say this: the images that you're seeing, the cities don't look like Ellengrad.
I was gonna say, do we recognize any of the ruined temples with the cathedrals to like gods that we recognize?
I mean, you recognize the symbologies of the old gods that were locked away.
In these ruins and cathedrals?
Yeah, like some of the iconography on the outside of the churches and
Not
stuff like
our
that.
gods?
What do you mean by our gods? Like you see one temple that's dedicated to Mistra.
Okay.
Things like
Gotcha.
that. Like you see Mistra, you see Helm, you see all of the old ancient
okay,
gods.
those old gods. Gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha. So I mean, like, is this supposed to be literal? Is this kind of like, because this, I mean, it seems like the gods were locked away, weren't they?
Yeah,
Said
the
this-
gods were locked away at one point, and they still are. So maybe this is just after the gods being locked away. If 6 is a full moon, then that might be the peak or one of the universe-changing incidents. Gods being locked away is pretty,
Right.
yeah.
If they were, this is kind of like we're looking into the past still here.
You want me to turn it over to 8? See what 8 look like? Just look. This is fun. This is like watching CNN.
What is CNN?
You don't know what CNN is? I'll talk to you later about it. something in the fate that we had.
Okay.
You want me to turn it?
Sure. Yeah, let's just go to the next one.
So,
Alright.
as you turn it to 8, the 8th platform lights up, and you see figures in time and space blur by you again. And then when it settles again, you see humans, or, well, mortals, right? You see that they are rebuilding civilization. So this symbol is a sword with sort of like an open book behind it. Like an open book with its pages turning behind it. And you see the people like refound their cities, begin to rebuild, but this time they put a lot of their effort into technology and like arcane technology, arcana, so on and so forth. And in the visage here, you actually do see what looks like the mountain range that Ellengrad is built in. As you see, like, groups and groups of people begin settling around this giant mountain.
So just for me, I know the time frame of this, and I need a little bit of clarification for you and me. And that is, I know the gods being locked away, that did happen, like, before Ellengrad was founded.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ellengrad was founded by the avatars of the gods after they were locked away.
After
The
they were
avatars,
locked away.
the
That's right,
avatars
okay.
began leading the people here to Ellengrad, into this city.
Right.
It was the first great city after the gods were locked away.
So then it sounds like what you're saying is that the Ellengrad was built after the gods was locked away. Well, now we're here, so maybe we go one more.
Yep.
So I'll go ahead and turn it over to 9 real quick.
So as you go to 9, you see not just Ellengrad, but now multiple different like thriving civilizations spring up all around the globe. And you see kings rise up. The scarab, the symbol of, well, one of the ancient symbols of like leadership, pharaoh, so on and so forth, rebirth, and like, what's the word? Prosperity. And you just see like a ton of thriving cities.
That looks nice. I'll tell you right now though, that don't look like our world right now though.
You know, I mean, it looked like our world a couple years ago, not too long ago.
So maybe we currently in 10.
Or maybe, yeah, exactly. Or maybe we're in this age and it's coming to an end, or it has already, and now we're in 10. Yeah, I don't know.
Want to take a little peek-a-poo over at 10 real quick?
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna turn it over to 10 real quick.
As you turn it over to 10, 10 is, you see on this, it is it is a gold inlaid depiction of the globe as you all know it. And then positioned around it, you see like triangled lines, like a triangle with like a tail spinning off of it, sort of, and you see them like you see all of these like they look like spiraling arrows that are like wrapping around the globe itself, and they're all pointing in at the globe. So what the 10th platform shows you when it gets over to it and it projects its image into the room, you see what looks like you see the globe, right? You see from ground level, you're like looking up into a starry sky. You see 12 different like shooting stars, like shooting crisscross through the sky, and they like cross over the horizon line, and then expands out of the globe, and you see 12 various entities, like formless silhouettes of beings, just like arrayed around one, like clockwise around the globe. Half of them feel very, very dark, and half of them feel very, like, half of them are portrayed by a dark silhouette, and half of them are portrayed by a light-ish silhouette. and then you see them split in half, and then split again, and they're all just arrayed around the planet.
What you making out there? Hephaestus or Tolliver or Banner? What you got? You haven't said lick of nothing tonight. Today, this morning. Your batteries on?
Bucky, I will give you a brief history of how I came to be here.
Yeah, we skipped that. We're kind of in a thing right now.
Yeah, but I do not have much magical knowledge.
Oh,
I am very little help here, and what I used to know was taken from me, so I have a sword and I have medicine. Those are the things I'm good at, and I will stick to my strengths.
all right. Well, good talk. We should do that again sometime. I think we really built some bridges. There's that right there.
Well, do we, any guesses on to what the 12 entities might be? Do we know how many entities the invader gods, how many there are?
Oh, invader gods. Right. Wait, back it up.
Well, you saw the original 12 split in half to create 24, and then they split again
Right,
to create 48.
right.
Fibonacci sequence right there.
I
Tell
don't-
you what.
That's not the Fibonacci sequence.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It doubles itself every time it goes.
That is not the Fibonacci sequence.
No, it goes 0
No.
1 1 2 3 5 8.
Yeah.
But I didn't even say Fibonacci. I said Fibonacci.
Just 2, 5.
Fibagucci.
Fibonacci right there. Thank you.
So you add it. So hold on. No, you add it to yourself. It doesn't double. It adds to itself.
Right. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what was that? That was 10. Yep.
I have no clue what that means. Does anybody have any guesses? 12 figures arrayed around the world. They split into 40, 24, and then 48.
It sounds like the evil is spreading at an alarming rate. I wonder if 11 has a hero.
But there were 6 of them were like dark, 6 of them were light.
That's crazy.
Do we have? Is that like our pantheon? Do we have 6 good gods and 6
No.
darker gods?
That is
I didn't
no.
think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
There were originally 12 of these faceless creatures,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep.
What you got?
Maybe the split, or the some being light and some being dark, is the innocent people that were trapped inside these creatures, and the dark is the evil creatures that roam, disguising themselves as the innocents.
Well, that little phasey
Or
fella
maybe.
said- Go ahead, Hephaestus. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Or maybe it's the new pantheon.
Ooh, that got
Right,
deep real
that's-
quick.
That's what I asked. Like, do we know how many invading gods there are? But then I was reminded that it's split into 24 and 48. I don't know. But it seemed like a counterpoint. And I was reminded.
Does it keep growing from 48 or just end at 48?
No, it ends at 48.
Oh, okay.
Does the original 12 depiction in any way resemble the Hydra picture that we saw?
I don't know how it would. No, I don't.
Here's my issue And even though it seems like too much of a coincidence to ignore that we have these 12 faceless things, and there's like these 12 and they're multiplying, and these are multiplying, but like, I mean, this is like a very broad general sense, like history of the entire world kind of thing. It just seems crazy that these things are so influential to make it onto this clock.
Just out of curiosity, I stepped away for a second, so let me catch up for two. We see gods. Is that what we're saying?
We saw in the 10th age like 6 figures, each, 12 figures surrounding the world.
Uh-huh.
And 6 of them were like dark, 6 of them were light, and then they multiplied into 12 and then 48, and they were kind of like.
Did I recognize any of them?
They were featureless and faceless.
They were featureless, faceless. Okay.
Well, it seems like what we're dealing with here in the city. There's too many clues to not correlate.
Franz goes, why don't we try to spin it one more time and see what we see?
All right, yeah, I can do that. Go ahead and spin that on over to 11. 11.
As you spin it to 11, you see all 48 of the featureless silhouettes converge in on the planet. And when you do, the planet begins to grow white hot again and emanate light, and it's sort of blinding for a second, and then you zoom in on the planet, and you see each one of the figures of the like white and black fighting one another. So 24 face-offs of white and black. You see the ground cracking and sundering underneath of it, cities falling, crumbling apart and breaking apart, the earth cracking and being pulled apart, geysers of fire and flames spouting, the sun blots itself out, and the sky becomes black, and it looks like a hellscape on the planet. These powerful, and like these entities aren't like human size. These entities stand taller than any building in any of the cities, and their clashes are like the shockwaves of their clashing are like blowing apart buildings and wiping out swaths of land, digging new craters in the planet.
This is another story. It's saying there was some gods, they got locked away. Everything came crashing down, they rebuilt. And now these things right here, they come here and they having a war. A whole full blown out battle royale right here in Ilengrad. Or the world, that is. What? I want to see who wins. Want to take some bets? I bet you it's the dark ones. This shit going down around here. I turn it to 12.
It doesn't turn.
Ah, shit. Don't turn, boys.
Can you turn it backwards?
Turn it back to the 10.
It doesn't turn.
Oh no, it's stuck.
You see, the floor here at your feet begin like there was this platform of metal just like extends out from around the table, like covering the floor, and you hear something lock and click into place.
Well, that ain't good.
And you're just watching this sort of projection of these entities just essentially blowing the world apart with their conflict. And then you see, like, as it zooms out as it continues projecting, and then you see other planets, and then you zoom in on other planets and you see the same thing, and you see it occurring over and over at different planets, each one like cracking apart and breaking after time, like the planets being just blown apart as it settles on one last planet, back to the original one, back to you, where all these entities continuing to fight.
You know who we need right now? I don't know. I'm gonna sit down. I'm stumped.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I mean, it's just telling us what it is that we might be seeing, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot other left to explore in this place, you know? Like, I'm really not sure if there's something we're missing here, or this is just information we can take with us, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think these faceless have obviously been a big threat to our city, but I didn't think they'd be a big threat to the world. But looking at the 10th age, I mean, that looks like what we're dealing with. There's 12 of them. They have featureless, you know what I mean?
I don't think. I don't think. I understand why you are making that correlation, Tolliver. But I think that is a misnomer. I don't think what is going on in this city is the same thing as what this is portraying. This is on a world scale. And I
Yeah.
think it comes from a cosmic scale to a world scale. I think that they were just a representation of invader gods. And they are coming down to fight over the planet.
By
The
the way,
the featureless, because even back they could not have predicted which gods would invade. There's no way to know that.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's initially what I said is how many invader guards are they? Maybe they're the invader gods. And you pointed out that they split. I don't know why they would split. But
I don't.
that's
Sorry,
also
splitting is
initially
like
what I
okay.
thought.
Splitting, multiplying, however you want to say it, they just grew in number and it just seemed like they multiplied from themselves. That could mean like a few different things. It doesn't necessarily mean like they like copied themselves or anything. Just that their number grew.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gods, it makes sense, like a religious sense. Always different sects. Sure. I mean, I guess if this gives us anything, it's conclusive evidence that if these gods like stay here, everything's gonna end. There's no 11th age. They're gonna destroy the world.
What defines an age exactly?
It
I don't
seems
know.
to me important events, milestones in civilization.
Things that change like the entire fabric of the world or society.
If I'm not mistaken, Tolliver, it looked like there were multiple planets where this was occurring on. Are there other... Do you know of other planets with other beings? I think this also sort of confirms that.
I didn't think about that.
I don't
Well, this is an interesting bit of information, but there's not anything really useful for us in here, yeah?
At least we can. I mean, not that they were gonna work, but at least we know that. You know, when these guys are trying to sway us and offer us, it's all bullshit. They do get through to our world, everything. You know, it ends.
Maybe we'll come back and it'll have reset, and we can see if anything has changed after we thwart this douche canoe.
Yeah, this
Maybe-
thing is gonna be an interesting thing to come back to. Periodically.
Maybe it
Every
stopped
day.
on the 10th age because that's the age we're in right now.
It stopped on
This
the 11th
war-
age.
Oh, 11th age. And this war is going on as we speak.
Well, yeah, but the 11th age was like the Earth being destroyed and shit, or the world being destroyed.
Is that not... I mean,
Worlds.
is that not what is happening there? Remember the reports of all of the catastrophes happening all over the
That's
world?
true. Just doesn't. There's no geysers of fire yet.
The Dwarven continent is burning currently. The lightless flame.
Needed a remodel anyway.
The volcano that's erupted.
I agree. Maybe we'll find more answers elsewhere in this vault.
So what we gotta do is we gotta stop a war. What was you saying?
Gotta do something. Win a war, not
Seems like
stop a war.
the
Win a
world's
war.
already at war. Yeah.
But we gotta stop the war from destroying the world. How do you do that?
Prevent the gods from breaking through.
Well, that just sound real easy then. Like baking a cake. That's called sarcasm there, boys. Mm-hmm.
Did it once.
You did? Wow. Good
Yeah.
One
Melee.
time to one god. This.
Ooh. Well, I need to act like I've been to town before then. Let's go ahead and go do this then. Where we going? If you make me say you better take a left to Albuquerque or something, I swear I'm gonna be mad.
Are
Is
you
there
all
any other
heading-
entrances besides the one we came in?
No.
I guess we'll just head it back out.
Okay.
Did you catch my thing when I said that I'm sketching everything?
Oh no, I didn't, but I heard.
Oh, yeah. So I sketched this room in my book, my book that I write my jokes in.
Okay.
I sketched this room. I also sketched, or tried to, anyways, sketch the clock room.
Okay. Alright. You all come back out into the antechamber. Where would you like to go next?
What if we followed? And you're kind of crazy, but I am a little crazy, by the way. But what if we just followed the points of the pentagram? Just for shits and giggles, just so we kind of keep track of where we's at, or we just go clockwise from here.
Yeah, I'm fine with you.
Alright, so the next one would be here then. As you get to
Is that-
this
where
this
it's at?
door. Yeah, clockwise, do this way. Yeah. Would be this, yeah. Sorry you can't see, but like
Gotcha.
it would be
I see
that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you all get here, and when you get to this door, you see what looks like 3 hooded figures. You use your key on the door, and you make your way into the room.
The hell?
Fuck.
So as
That's
you walk
creepy
in
as
through
fuck.
here, as you walk up to the top here, these 2 large columns situated on either side. In the middle, you see a gigantic pool of the miasma from the forest.
Huh.
With these
the
three hooded figures, like carved, efficacious, like on the wall of the other side of the vault. Like these are carved into the wall of these 3 large hooded figures, with one of them having this amulet pentacle, or like amulet thing carved into the center. And they all, like, the hoods are arrayed as they are all looking down on the miasma.
Well, I think we found what we was looking for. Kinda, in a way.
Hold on. I think it would actually be easier to do this.
Oh shit.
Okay, because you all are the 3 here that are affected by the unknowing. The hair on the back of all of your all's necks just stands on end, and you get just huge cold shiver running down your spine.
We ever figure out what this stuff is?
I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies again.
Open up a little compartment in my stomach and pull out a couple more vials and walk up to the edge of the pool and fill the vials.
What the hell?
And can someone remind me, did we figure out exactly what this stuff does when it comes into contact with someone?
it decays it over time.
Right.
Turns it into
We
nothing.
saw that with the organic matter, and I figured that would happen.
It's sort of
people too. I just didn't know if it did anything else in our time since we vialed it up.
I-
and whatnot.
Do y'all care if I try something?
What is it?
Depends
See
on
if
the
I-
something.
Oh, I was gonna cast a spell on the miasma and see what happens.
Go ahead.
Why are you getting so bad?
I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on the miasma.
very well. As you do, you see
Taking a step back as he walks up.
you see almost like the Red Sea, like a line drawn through the middle from the platform here that extends to the other side. Like and it splits in half. And when it does, like this giant pool of miasma, as it parts itself and sort of drains out over the edges over here through sides in the wall, and it's pushed out and drained out completely. You see sitting in the middle of it a conference-size ornate four-legged table wrought of some immediately unknown wood. And as you all look on it, the longer you look on it, you literally feel your vision like almost turning upside down. And it's slow. And it almost feels like your head's tilting to one side, but it's not. And your vision and you feel like, oh, well, my head will eventually stop and the vision will stop. And when you feel like when you get to that point, your vision continues to turn upside down, and everything in your vision is swirling around in on itself. The three figures on the wall, they all begin like swirling in and around on themselves.
Bucky vomits.
Is
Hephaestus,
Bastion?
sorry, real quick. As you're looking on this table, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw or a concentration check. Save. Fuck.
I'm
Concentration
sorry.
save.
You want me to do a what?
Concentration
check saving throw.
Yes. Constitution saving throw.
That's not a concentration check. I don't know
Concentration.
you're
What?
talking about.
Are you a warcaster? Anyway. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you have advantage.
Goody. Doesn't matter.
Okay. No, it's okay. You just had to beat a 10. You feel like your vision gets like everything's getting turned upside down, and you manage to maintain concentration on the spell.
How is what's Bastion? What do you okay?
You get no response.
Well, that's not good.
You get like this like warbling weird noise, like as it like enters into your head. It sort of is distorted and warped.
Hey Tolliver, can you talk to Rune?
Rune?
You get the same nauseating response.
What about mine?
Same. All the way around, each one of you all in turn, trying to fill out your shards.
Is it a dry path? Is it a dry path to the table?
The entire basin here
Mm-hmm.
is completely dry. The miasma has been pushed out, it seems. Like pushed out in a way. Completely.
I'm gonna take out. Got little ball bearings. Oh, I'm gonna take one and I'm gonna toss it in the pool, see if anything happens.
Make a intelligence saving throw.
I ain't all that bright.
Okay, you actually throw the ball bearing back down the stairs behind you.
How is that an intelligence save?
Because like you think you're throwing it into the pit, but it doesn't go into the pit. You don't even really realize that it's clacking down the stairs behind you. You just hear it continuing to clack as it goes. And the sound, like when the sound hits your ears, it like reverbs and echo on itself over and over and over again in your ears, in everybody's ears as it clacks.
I'm gonna dispel the protection from good and evil.
When you do, the miasma rushes back in, filling in the basin. The disorientation subsides after some time.
That wasn't fun. The hell?
Can I room below?
You get a like stumbling like it's like a weird fumbling like yeah.
Do you know what just happened to you?
No, fuck no. Do you know what happened to you?
No.
I
I saw a table.
That's weird, man.
Bastion, were you able to see the table?
Like you're good at shooting things.
I didn't see you get back. Well, I didn't see much of anything. Everything was spinning.
Sorry, I got distracted for a second. How did we get the room to stop spinning? Real quick.
I dispelled the protection of good and evil spell.
And all the asthma come back then, I assume?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what that table was?
I mean, it looks like a table made out of some weird wood. I'm curious if it's the same kind of wood that these things are made out of.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it.
What if we do it again, but this time I try to protect all of us with my flute. I can only do it one
Well,
time.
you only
though.
do it once a day. That's kind of a risk.
Well, before we do this, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna try to go up and look at the table?
I think that if we can make it to where we're not upside down, all twisted, turny, and all cattywampus and stuff, we might be able to walk up to that table and I don't know, figure something out.
Here's what I'm thinking. Just throwing this down real quick. I know this miasma has done some bad shit.
Yeah.
And I've been wrong about stuff consistently today, so I could be wrong about this, right? But
Likely.
when we removed the miasma, we saw this table and everything went batshit, and we're in a vault that's made to store shit that they didn't want people to touch. So maybe the miasma is kind of a protection thing for this table.
But why would
Maybe
they
the
use
table
something
is
that was
just one of the things.
I'm sorry. What did both of you just say separately?
No, go ahead, Beaner. Big Beaner.
Oh, I said that maybe this is just one of the things.
What?
What? Maybe this is just one
Like
of the
one of-
things that's stored in this vault. We don't know all
That
what's
they
in here,
want.
right? Right. There's who knows what else in here.
I'm sorry. You just saying there's multiple things in the vault?
There could be. I don't know. Have we taken inventory of the entire thing?
Yes. There's like a lot of shit.
Well, I was gone for a lot of that, so.
Yeah, Randolphus, they inventoried the whole vault. They found this pool. They didn't obviously cast any spell on it, so they don't know about. We're the first ones, I think, to see this table in here. At least that have made it known. But my point is that if they're trying to keep this table away from people and its power, nerfed, I think the miasma might be encasing it for that reason, and it's in the vault as a protective measure. Just in case anyone had an idea of taking
does
the
anyone
table
have
out
any
of the miasma.
idea? Has anyone had any idea of how the miasma has gotten out from here into the forest, or better yet, into the underground temple place?
I have no clue.
I want to know how it came back after you did the thing.
He dispelled it.
Yeah, but how did it come back?
What?
Like the miasma, how did it come back? It just like
It
flowed
parted.
away.
It parted, and then it flowed in.
No, I get what he's asking. He means why did it flow back in?
Oh, I get. Gotcha.
No, yes, of course it's because he dispelled it, but I mean, if it was pushed away, something has to push it back.
I thought he just displaced it.
No, it can like when he cast it, it like completely like just like went away.
Gotcha.
So this was just a table, right? Was there any chairs at this table?
Yes, there were 4 chairs stationed around the table.
What I'm thinking is that if we can somehow, I mean, I don't know. I'm all tuckered. I'm all tuckered on ideas right now.
I'm just being a little cautious, cause yesterday I dispelled the city.
Yeah, you did. That was good.
When we like thought we were like kind of figured something out. There's a keyhole. I just don't want to like let loose something here that was in this vault, in this pool of miasma. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and also it was really good you released that dome protect thing, because apparently there's gonna be some guys coming down to destroy the world. So I mean,
No.
good thing it don't have no protection. Make it easy for them.
Well, we stopped him without the dome before. Fuck you.
Damn.
He said, "Fuck you." That was great.
Yeah, I don't,
Mid sentence.
it's my YouTube channel. I don't know, it just
Maybe we continue exploring the rest of the vault and we'll continue to get more and more answers.
So
Yeah.
we know. Okay, so I'm gonna sketch this room, and so we know the first one is stuck on 10, and there was a hole in the dais. That's a joke. I'm gonna write that real quick. Let's go on. You just hear Bucky walk away, start giggling a little bit.
I don't think it was. Like, we could turn it back to look at previous ones, right? We didn't try it,
no. You did try to turn it back, and it didn't turn back.
and it didn't turn. All right, cool, gotcha. Interesting. Hey, you guys want to go to the next door?
It's good to move. Me.
Okay, so you all walk back out of here into this room. So you all make your way here. When you get to that room, you see what looks like I don't know how to explain. Essentially, it looks like a. Here, I'll just show it to you. Yeah, it looks like a. It looks essentially like a D8. Like look at a D8 dice, and then it has like 2 concentric rings. Like it's set inside of 2 overlapping concentric rings. And as you push into the room and you walk in and it lights up, you see this. As you see this sort of this thing in the middle, these 2 concentric rings. These rings are sort of held in place in this position over top of this giant D8. I don't know what the shape is called. But yeah, it's essentially like a D8 suspended over this large open space with this sort of like whitish blue light emanating from the hole it sits atop.
The octahedron.
Yeah.
Octahedron? Octahedron?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It was bugging me. Google for the win.
What?
I probably should have Googled it.
Festus, do you recognize the material it's made out of?
Yes. Question mark.
make a nature check.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I've never seen
no.
this before in my
You
entire
do
life.
not. No, that's right.
Huh.
You confess this roll some more. This is fun.
We're going off the image here. Are there actually like crystals inlaid in the rings?
There are. And
Do
there
I
are.
recognize them as lake crystal?
You do.
Those crystals are lake crystal. Are they colored at all?
No, they're putting off pure white light.
You think maybe
Okay.
this is what is powering the defenses?
Ayan speaks up and goes, I might have a guess at what this is.
Yeah.
Just the engine?
I think this is the core of the heart system for the city.
Is it working?
I don't know.
Can you fix it?
I don't know. Like, look at the like, and he like looks at it. The spell work, the metal working in the spell. It's incredible.
Well,
He just sort of like tries to step closer to it. And when he steps closer to it, he comes in contact with a physical barrier. He puts his hand up. He's like, oh, and like he can't touch the ring here.
Do I see anything that might be powering the physical barrier?
Make a perception check.
Or controlling the physical barrier? Nope.
No.
well, at least it's protected. I mean, with everything going on right now, people trying to break into the vault, people in the city. I mean, if this is some sort of trying to think of a medieval version of a CPU, but then we definitely don't want it to be touched by people that have been raiding the city. Even if we could, it's probably best that we keep it protected for now. I don't know. It's kind of beyond my understanding. It's obviously magical, but it's so intricate. It's so mechanical too. Are all these piles of bones in the room?
No, this is just
I
the
just
only
wanted to
map.
make sure.
Yeah, no, this is the only map that I can find with something that resembled the idea of what I had.
I
for
just
this.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Might have an interesting power source. If not, I didn't know.
The lives of people. Yeah.
Are these statues on the wall? Anything here?
No, this is just essentially a blank room with this in the middle.
Okay, gotcha. And do you think there's anything you can do with this now? Or is it kind of... You know,
I'd need to do some research before I think I could do anything with it. Part of me thinks that there needs to have one of the AI entities in it, but I don't know that for sure. And then it could be that you need one AI personality for each crystal. I don't know. I don't know how just one could run the whole thing. I don't know. It makes my
Alright,
brain
that's
hurt. I
fair.
need to research.
you guys want to move on? Is there anything else you think we can do here?
Oh.
On to the next room. Get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll make your way back out into here. You all head to the chamber at 12 o'clock. And what you see on the door is what looks like a human figure with its arms crossed over its chest, with a 7-pointed crown on top of its head. And as you all push into the door, you all enter into this room.
Is it the same guy that?
Oh, wait. No, not that. No. Wrong one.
Oh, this looks familiar.
Hold on. Sorry. I fucked up. Where is it? Which one? Did I not load it in? Oh, hold on. I didn't load it in, I don't think. One sec.
I have a brutal headache right now. I'm gonna take my headset off and put sound through the speakers. Just let me know if you guys can hear an echo at all.
Did I not save a picture? Save a picture of it? Sorry, I'm having to make this in real time. Most important rooms, and I didn't load it in. Alright, very good. Okay. When you walk into the first room, or when you walk into this door, you come across a room, and these two, you all down here, these two fiery sconces on either side erupt. Oh, wait, yeah. So you all are down here. And then you see all these platforms in this water. Oh, I'm moving the whole damn thing. You see these symbols light up on each one of these. So you all can put your characters here. So what you see is a pool of blue liquid that you can't see the bottom of when it gets to the center. And you do, in this map, however, you do see the bones here in this pool.
In the pool?
Within the pool, is correct.
In the poo? Alright, in the poo.
What you think these rooms looking things is? Are these rooms? What are these?
I want to take a look around for traps.
Good idea.
Make a perception check. Ooh. You don't see any outward like traps, but you do see all the bones laying in the pool of water. I don't like looking for traps is very ambiguous. Like you kind of got to.
I mean, like sort of mechanical in nature, like things I might have seen before, like if you know something that looks like, you know, if I was like stealing shit previously and they set up some sort of mechanical type traps.
You don't see any mechanical traps like tripwire or anything like that around.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go grab one of these bones over here
Mm-hmm.
off his body. Yeah, maybe a couple of them. Maybe like a shin and a heel bone.
Okay. A heel.
It's a bone, isn't it?
It is.
Isn't it connected to like?
It's
the ankle bone?
called the calcaneus.
All right. What do you do with it?
Jesus Christ, dude.
I am.
You're a nerd. Anyway, so I'm gonna grab these, and I'm gonna I'm gonna throw them on one of these platforms. I'm gonna throw one of the bones here, and then like one of the bones like here. We gonna play. Back in my hometown, we used to play this game called Hopscotch. Have you heard of it before? No. Okay. So what you gotta do is you gotta throw the bone. You gotta roll dice, throw a bone. We ain't gonna do all that. I'm just gonna throw the bone right here and see if this thing does something. Just toss it right there.
When you toss the bones onto the respective platforms, they just sort of clatter onto them and off into the water. Nothing happens.
Well,
Are these
that
also
was
runes?
enlightening.
Yes, they are. There are 4 carved into each pillar.
Can we see that from here?
Yeah, you can see they're just like here and here. You see that, like each corresponding rune that's on the column appears somewhere here on the platforms in the water.
Do I recognize any of these runes?
In what way?
In the religious way? I don't do I
Make a,
right? I mean,
make a religion check. I will say this, on the opposite side over here, on this platform, through here, like going up that way, you see 2 large stone doors. None of them seem to be religious symbols. You actually don't. These aren't runes. They just seem to be, for all intents and purposes, to you, random symbols.
Well, hell. I'm just gonna jump on this one right here.
Okay. Jump onto it. When you do, you land on the platform, the rune lights up at your feet. Or the symbol, whatever, lights up at your feet.
And then I'm gonna just hop across to the other one that I threw the bone to, which I think was this one here.
Okay. Alright. When you hop over to that one, you all begin to hear a rumbling sound, and 2 balls of energy begin forming in the mouths of these statues on the opposite side of the room. Bucky, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As these two beams of light as these two beams of light shoot out at you from the mouths of the statues.
One second. Hold on. Where's it at? There's something that I can do. 1 second. Fuck, where'd it go? Ah, fuck it. Just let it go. I guess. I want to hold it up.
Okay.
I can't find the ability. So
sure.
it's my bad.
Do you have uncanny evasion?
No, I have something that allows me to.
You take 12
again.
12 points of force damage as you're hit with these energy beams, and you are blasted back off of this platform and onto the ground here, onto your butt. As you sort of slide to a stop.
So that's a thing. I would probably encourage you not to step on that pedestal. But that one seemed fine right there.
When he jumped on that first one, did anything happen with those pillars across the water there?
If they did, I wouldn't be here.
No, nothing you can recall, or nothing stood out.
Maybe just the symbols that are on those pillars are the safe spots that we can cross.
I'll give it a shot. I just got. Ooh, that hurt.
Can I step onto this pillar? That little block.
You're gonna step onto that platform? Sure. It lights up. You step onto it.
Hey, Bucky. See if you can't jump onto that one. They look the same.
This one here.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna hop to that one.
Okay. You land on it. It lights up.
Well, it's in the middle of 2 squares. That's annoying. That's actually triggering me right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well then, if you're saying, so these are the same symbols as what you're sitting on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this one didn't do nothing. Well, what if we just hop along these little, very auspicious looking bullseye target shaped thingies and hope we don't get shot in the head?
Are these platforms big enough for how? Okay, first of all, how far are they separated?
You can measure them.
Okay, so it's an accurate measurement.
Yep.
So 0 feet.
It's at least 5 feet in between each one. It's at least
0.2 between. Got it. Tracking. Looks good.
How big are they? Is it an accurate?
They're big enough
measurement?
for one person to stand on at a time.
One person.
Oh, is this Squid Game? Fuck.
I think the next person needs to step on the pedestal right in front of me. It's like that. It's like I don't know what Squid Game is, but it looked like we gotta just keep going. I gotta hold it down. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you're gonna have to move.
I don't think we can all fit on more than one.
You're
of
gonna
us.
have to jump up to the next one, buddy, and I'll have to hop over to that one.
Oh hell no! I'm not moving. No, I already got hit real hard. Like it hurt. All right, look. This is what we're gonna do.
I'll kiss your boo boo. Get on the next platform, dickhead.
There's something I can do about it. Anyway. Should I go here? Hold on. Should I go here or should I go? I don't want to get caught into like a false sense of security. We know this one's bad. We know this one's good. This one's good. But we don't know if this one's good. I guess you know what? I'm just gonna
Only
go
one way to
ahead.
find out.
Yeah, unfortunately, you right. Only one time you ever right. The time when I get hurt. How about that? In the mini, mind the mo. Catch a hippo by its toe. I'll hop right there.
Okay, when you hop off of the platform that you were on,
Yeah.
you land on that one. That one lights up, but the one that you were on drops beneath the water.
Ah shit.
Oh.
So you need to hop.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that's not good right there.
I think I think you guys stay where you are. This is the symbol, right?
Yes.
These guys here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys stay where you are, and the rest of us need to make it across before you guys move again.
That's what I. You know what? You right. You right. You good. You right. Mm-hmm.
Don't you have fly? Can't you just carry people across to the other side?
Who, me?
Oh, Banner.
Oh
No.
I mean, I can get across.
No,
Ain't no
I
no
mean-
worries.
Franz can just fly. His boots let him fly.
I had the ability
So,
to fly. I
Franz,
lost that.
Franz goes over to fly, like goes to fly over, and as he gets about halfway over the water, these two statues start shooting at him.
Wait, what happens?
When he clicks his heels, he starts flying. When he gets about halfway, about right here, these two statues start shooting at him. And he just gets hit straight on by both of them because he's flying, and it's like hard to dodge when you're flying.
Well, of course that was gonna happen. You think
So
he was
gonna
gonna build this whole thing if
he
he was gonna
comes
be able
back.
to nerf it?
He comes back and sits down, like resets back over here. So yeah, I don't think it's safe to do that. I think you have to travel over the platforms.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems real strange if they just built this whole thing and then someone could just be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and fly across."
Yeah, it'd be real strange. Yep.
What if we teleport?
Well, you could definitely try.
Pull my bow out and I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow onto that platform.
Can you shoot it away from me so that way I don't get hit by one of these blasting?
You're
things?
shooting it onto that platform.
Yeah,
Um,
I want to turn it into an immovable.
as the arrow, as you let go of the arrow and it flies, as it gets about halfway across the water, the two statues snipe the arrow out of the air.
Expected.
Well, how about? Hey, Tolliver, can't you make one of them little walls thing right there, just in front of those two statues, and just so we just run across and they can't?
All right,
shoot
hold on,
us?
guys. I'm gonna be right. I need to take a quick bathroom break.
The God in the sky has to take a pot of break. What if you like used your wallet first, Tolliver, just like walled off this whole area?
I was gonna dimension door into the
Yeah.
just past where they're facing instead.
I think we can do that to halfway, something like that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go across.
You can just walk across too. I think if we just follow these
Yeah,
things
exactly.
here, we just follow these little, then somehow hop over here.
They're gonna keep dropping. So like if you jump to this,
I understand the mechanic. So like people have to like get on their platforms, and then we gotta figure out how to get the next person up.
What if it's just one at a time?
What do you mean?
Well,
Like,
what
'cause
if
this
you
one
don't-
didn't
what-
drop either.
I get that, but what if it resets once somebody gets across the, you know what I'm saying? You just go one at a time and follow the path.
I think all those stones will drop, whatever one
And
that
then
you
they-
jump
they'll
off.
we don't have the slightest idea why that one fell in.
Okay, I'm back.
The interesting, yeah.
Because when he jumped off of the first one onto the second one, it didn't fall.
But maybe only some of them do.
Well, maybe they'll reset when that person gets back to the other side. That's what I'm saying.
Well, this right here is only 10 feet. I can hop that real easy. I can just go from here to here. But then this goes away.
Theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically. So how about this? Aster, Aster, how about you just come on and stand on this one right here? You just come right there. Be good lad right there.
Jump that far.
Can you jump? Can you, 20 feet. That's long. That's a long jump.
So, would I still have 3 shots on that immovable rod thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try it.
Well,
on
no,
that
no.
one.
I mean, you used one.
Well, I mean, I would think that like if I saw my arrow get obliterated before it landed on its target, I wouldn't.
No, but you shoot it as that. Like it's like, hey, it's this, and then
Oh.
you shoot it. Yeah.
Okay. Because it says, well, it says that's like a. Oh yeah, and it becomes. Never mind. All right. I can't really make out what the other symbols are on those pillars.
No, I mean, you can make out all the symbols. Like every symbol on these 2 columns correspond with a symbol that it's here somewhere. So like if you see a symbol on a platform, it's also on one of these columns.
I thought it was just like specific ones that were on those pillars that are on these. You know.
Just trying to see if they just conveniently put the combination on the wall.
Yes, actually, that's exactly what I was. Just saying.
just pull
That's how
down
puzzles work in video games.
How do you figure out how far you can jump again?
the little ruler.
No, I mean like, your character.
It's your strength.
I have shit strength.
All right, I had some coffee. I'm kind of on one right now.
Great.
This sarcasm is on level 10.
All right, come on, guys. We need to move. We need to move this along. Come on. What are we doing?
He always gives us hard puzzles and then says go
This is
faster.
not a hard puzzle.
It's really not.
This is not a hard. You guys are just overthinking it. All the hell.
Alright,
I'm stepping off of my platform. Back onto the thing. 2M.
Okay, you step off of your platform and back onto the thing. It falls into the. Well. Fuck off. We're gonna just have to deal with it. It falls into the water.
I think
Alright,
we should
this is
try to
what-
see if he can get across it.
This is what Bucky's gonna do. He's gonna. Shit.
He's gonna shit.
Just
Yeah.
go across and see if it resets the things.
Well. Alright. I'm gonna hop here. To this one.
Wait. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Go ahead.
And then I'm gonna hop across here.
Okay.
And then over to here.
Mhm.
And then. Shit, that's kind of far, isn't it? No, it's only 10 feet. I'm gonna hop here.
Wait. We're on the. Okay.
This, yeah. To
The one.
this
Okay. Yep.
Just assume he's always going to the same symbol.
Sure.
And then to that one.
Mhm.
And then over here.
Okay. Yep.
Do you see anything over there?
I see some more bones. So obviously the danger ain't done over here either.
You see any
But-
switches, buttons, levers?
Yeah, I'll take you. I'll do you one side. I'll
Okay,
go ahead and
so,
I will
hold on.
investigate
When-
the area.
When Bucky makes it all the way across, each one of the other corresponding platforms in the water fall into the water. here, here. And the symbol that corresponded with that one on the wall up here goes away. It fades out.
Well, that's convenient. That one, you really can't get anywhere. This is like the only one that has this symbol. This one didn't fall out.
Sorry, I was counting this one as the same because it's the same, just like 2 arrows, just sort of in a different orientation.
Yeah, those are the only two. Those were the only 2 tiles like that. It's interesting.
Somebody's gonna have to be really good at jumping.
Do I see like any levers or anything, or any...
Make a perception check. Nope. Don't see any levers or anything. Franz goes. Franz goes. I did try to fly across without touching a pedestal first, so Franz is gonna jump from. Well, Franz is gonna jump from here to here, and then he's gonna try to fly from here to there. And when he does, this one blacks out, and then he jumps from here to there, and that one falls out, and then the symbol for it comes off of the wall. Oh, this one should be covered up too.
Good luck.
I'm going to jump to this one.
To which one? The second one on that row?
Yeah.
How far is that? It's like 10 feet. What's your jumping distance?
My strength is a 12. But I
forget. The jumping mechanic in D&D kind of sucks. But I never remember this. Okay, so you have to take a 10-foot running jump, but you can jump 1 foot. You can jump 1 foot for each point inch.
Alright, I'll do that. Just to get to this one.
Okay, yeah. You get to this one. Oh, I want to do that? Okay, you can move your guy.
I'll shoot my arrow. I'll try and shoot my arrow at this one.
Okay.
The immovable rod, another one.
The arrow travels and makes its way to that platform. And lodges
I'll
itself.
teleport to it.
Okay.
Is that 10 feet too?
It is, but you have to take a 10-foot running start before you can jump 10 feet. Otherwise, you can only jump half that distance.
Okay. I will shoot my last arrow. Same thing at this one.
Okay. Do it.
You should shoot it to the next one over here.
And then I'm going to cast Dimension Door to that one. the last one.
Okay.
Of that same symbol.
Yep. Yeah. And then you can jump that distance to the end if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and move. Okay, yep. And that symbol comes off the wall.
And as soon as I do that, I'm gonna pull out my Rod of the Pack Keeper and regain 1 spell slot.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
So who's left on this side?
You
Just
three.
me, Hef, and
Yeah.
Tyler.
A and is as well.
All right, I'll use a key point for Step of the Wind, which from here is that the only one of that symbol? It's the only Nazi swastika. Great.
It is, yes.
Okay, good. So from there to there, yeah, I can make that with
Okay.
Step of the Wind. From there to there, then I will spawn my Eka. 15. That's not. Is that 50? Yeah, 15 feet away from me. Then I will move my Echo 30 feet to there and swap places with my Echo.
Okay. You do so.
So now I am over here and my Echo is here.
Comes off the wall.
And then he can just come and join me there.
Ashton, you got any suggestions?
Nope.
Nope.
Sus. Well, Tolliver, you want to go? Go ahead, Tolliver.
Now you go ahead.
I'm going to jump to that one.
Okay.
How deep's the water?
You can't see the bottom of it when you look into it.
Deep.
Does anyone have any rope?
I'm gonna jump to this one.
I have rope, but it won't reach across.
You can't jump that far.
I can what?
You can't jump that far.
With a 15 strength?
Yeah, you have to have a 10-foot running jump to jump that far.
To jump 10 feet at a hang on. That's
Standing jump, a standing long jump is half the distance, which would be half of your strength.
So 7.5 feet. What gets
Right.
me a 5-foot running jump? I can't get an extra 2.5 feet on 5 feet.
Make an athletics check.
Fall into the water and drown. Yeah, I'm dead.
So as you jump from that platform and you try to hit it, you see Hephaestus smacks the side of the platform, falls into the water. Hephaestus, as you're falling into the water, these skeletons rise up from the bottom of the pool and begin grabbing onto you. You sort of fight and pull against them. You're trying to fight them and pull them off you, but you feel them pulling you, and then you feel them deposit you back on the opposite side. Here.
Oh, That's
Alright.
convenient.
All right, Hephaestus.
Hmm?
Try it again. This time I'm gonna help you.
Okay. I'm gonna jump onto that platform.
Okay.
And then, as Hephaestus goes to make his jump onto the next one, I am going to use my telekinetic shove to move him 5 feet toward the platform.
Okay. Make a Hephaestus. Make a acrobatics check or athletics. You make an athletics check. Whichever one you're better at. Okay, yeah. You jump and you feel something like push you, and you go to like land, and you have to land, and you kind of skid a little bit on the platform, but you manage to keep your footing.
We don't have to tell them. It just looks like you jumped really far.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Ben, you see that? Hephaestus jumped like 25 feet.
That's it. Yeah.
That shit was crazy right there.
Little springs in his legs, huh?
Yeah, those thunder thighs right there. Get you going far.
I am going to jump because there's nowhere else for me to go onto this weird X marks the spot one.
So you jump from that one to that one over there.
Yeah, because there's nowhere else for me to go.
When you
There's
do
not
it,
another.
I need you to make I
platform.
need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I get hit in the face.
You get hit by the 2 beams. You take, 18 points of force damage as you're blasted back up. Why do I keep doing that? As you're blasted back off the platform and onto here. You see this platform raises back up out of the water.
Well, I mean, I can get us both to the other side through to where they are, past where the people are shooting. Can't guarantee it's gonna work, but it means we won't be touching any platforms. I don't know if that's like a key to something ahead. Is activating this platform.
What if we?
But I don't have anything for you otherwise. I don't have fly prepared. But I could dimension door us over there.
You take Banner with me, as well. Or is it just you and one other person? Because Banner's still over here.
A-N.
No.
Okay, Banner's on the other
A-N.
side.
Not Ban. I'm sorry.
Oh,
A&.
well, Ayan does have like the ability to jump pretty far, with his armor and stuff.
Oh, that's
So
true.
I was assuming that he'd be able to get over by himself. He got
Yeah, I
spells
was
and
just
stuff.
waiting on you all to pick your
Right.
platforms.
So I was gonna use the fish and just jump to this one, and then Misty step to the last 2 and jump off. But I can't take you with me, and that's the only teleport I have is Dimension Door to take both of us. But I wouldn't be like, I can't use the platform. You see what I'm saying? So what do you guys think?
Ooh, what I could do is you could jump on the platform, right? Hold this platform down, right? And then get ready to use Dimension Door, and then I could run and jump and just grab your hand, and you can Dimension Doors over there.
I'm sorry. How is that different than just Dimension Door from here?
Because you gotta have you gotta be on a platform, man.
Okay.
We tried the whole fly thing and it didn't work. I know Dimension Door is different, but I'm afraid it's gonna hurt us.
Has
So we
everyone
start-
touched every single one of their platforms so far? I have some people skip some.
I think we've counted. We've gotten. If we've picked a
No,
platform, we touched
Banner
them all.
or Bucky skipped a couple.
Okay.
But my
Well,
but
he-
my
his-
symbol disappeared.
Right, his pathing took him to the end. And once he got to the end, all the symbols in his path went away.
True.
So if we touch one and teleport to the end, do you think the same will happen?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else. I can't get you over otherwise, so we can give it a try.
So you're gonna jump on that platform, and then I'll just jump and grab onto you as you Dimension Doors the hell out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna
Straight in the water.
hold action dimension door for when Hephaestus's hand lightly caresses mine.
All right, Hephaestus, you're jumping for Tolliver.
Yeah.
Okay, where? Okay, cool. Where are you dimension dooring to?
Here? Well, like, as you know what I mean? Is there a door here?
There's a door like back off map, like right up here. Like,
Okay,
back
then
up
I'm
there.
just dimension doing past where I know like these guys are pointing, you know what I'm saying? Just where I see my friend standing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you hit the platform, and you two then dimension door over here, like back into here. You see that the two statue heads. They don't move. This platform doesn't go down, however.
Well, that was a cool trick.
Well, there was literally no other way for me to get Hephaestus across other than dimension.
Well, he's here now.
What about Ian? What's he gonna do, boy? Get on over. Get on over.
I don't really want a dimension door back and forth.
Just do a little hop, a hibbity hop, and then hop over here, and then come on over.
I could do it.
Aen's over there. We still have a person to clear one.
Yeah, if you could do the
So
menorah.
does he do that?
Yeah, fell asleep.
Wait,
So he has to burn a couple, but he has the spells to
he's
do it.
He's trying to figure out how to do it.
But he's got to burn through some spells to do. So he's got to jump from here. He's got to use the cat's grace thing to increase his jumping to get to there, and then he has to misty step to there, and then he has to misty step again to get there.
Hmm.
So does that close off?
That does close
That one.
off that one,
Here. So,
and it comes off the wall.
in combination with my echo, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 of those down.
Okay.
Well, what happens when I step on this platform? This one here.
It lights up.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'll go there to there,
Okay.
to there, to there, there.
Bang, bang, bang.
And
Comes
then
off
I can
the
do
wall.
the same thing. I can do the same thing on the way back. Like so.
Okay.
And then
Comes
I
up.
think
Comes off the wall.
Tolliver could handle that last one.
Franz has to. I think Franz just flies across and lands
I was
on
gonna
it,
say he has fly up still.
and then he just flies back, and then doom. All the
Got it,
ones
very
light up. A bridge forms across
God damn it.
the waterway, and
It's not a door, it's a bridge.
yeah, in the doors behind you, you hear it. You hear them like give way, and then they start opening up.
The J is always silent.
What?
The old friend of mine talking about an adventure he had one time. Anyway, we're moving on.
We are moving on.
His name was Indiana.
Shut up.
Owns. Indiana owns.
Indiana Bones. Yeah,
Oh, owns, my bad. Very good.
yeah.
All right. So as you all enter into this door and you walk down another set of steps, you see this. You all can put yourself here.
Is that,
The
is,
hell?
the hell? Is that a sarcophagus?
I forgot we
So as you all make your way down, and you make your way across this platform, and you get to the sarcophagus, you see the same visage you saw in the door walking in. It's a very almost pharaoh-like man, arms crossed, with a 7-pointed crown on his
Is
head.
it the same guy that we saw in the under thing?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, it looks like the same dude.
Seven
He's got a
pointed crown on
seven-pointed
the head
crown.
definitely sounds like the same thing.
Sounds like the same dude.
Sounds like the same thing.
Sounds like it.
What do y'all talk about? Sound like the same thing? What?
So
I hear
what-
voices in your head.
When we fought Malith, there was this thing that appeared to us in the city while we were fighting through it. I think it was in the forge when it first made like real contact, and it was this like being of energy that had a 7-pointed crown, kind of star thing going on its head. He offered us his help fighting Malith. We didn't need it, of course, but it was cool that we had it. And then afterwards, he came and told us that we
He
did
had
a
a
good
name.
job.
What was his name?
But he's like some kind of primordial force. Yeah, we know exactly. We know who he is. I just can't.
Oh, we need to figure this out. We moving faster than a one-legged man in a butt kicking competition right now. Okay, so we need to go ahead and hurry this up. Do I know this guy at all? Being from the Fae.
He's not a Fae, so I'm not gonna have you roll for it. He's not coming from that aspect. No, this isn't a Fae.
Hey,
Why are you yelling?
they wanted him.
Oh,
And who?
The fucking entity.
it's not an entity. It's just a sarcophagus.
Oh, wow,
Quick,
good.
Hey,
come on,
hey, hold on. Did I miss something? Did I misunderstand something? The spirit-looking thing with the 7 freaking pointed crown that we saw 5 minutes ago, and we saw again before we fought Malith. I didn't just see him.
Wait, 5 minutes ago? What do you mean?
He was just. I'm confused. Never mind.
No, did I
think-
miss something?
No.
I don't know.
He's
I
con-
thought I did, but
What for? When? Why? What?
before
No,
we
he-
did the jumping puzzle, did you not say that we saw that guy?
On the door.
Oh, okay, that makes
To this
I-
place. Gotcha.
Yeah.
gotcha. That makes. I thought he was there.
I mean, we've been seeing what looks like a projection, like some, you know what I mean? Like he's been like a massive blue energy or whatever when he shows, even like in the form of a person.
I'm gonna go knock on the sarcophagus.
Okay.
That's
See
a
if
smart
he's home.
idea.
Let's see if he's home.
I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna try to
that's
stop.
that's what we do. By my parts, we just go knocking on dead graves. Go ahead.
When you go and you lay your hand on the sarcophagus, these runes that were around the sarcophagus light up, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, he did. Oh, he did.
Oh, he's very strong though.
It's deserved.
That jumping.
Oh well, he was.
As the
very
runes light up, everyone's vision goes white for a second, and then it feels like your eardrums pop. And there's this horrible shaking sound. Hephaestus, you are blown back off of your feet. And you are thrown back up against this wall. And you come crashing down onto the ground here. I'm gonna roll this because I don't want to roll it here because it's just so much.
You say it's because it's just so much.
Yeah.
Did anyone expect anything else to happen?
No.
No.
I mean, that about sums it up right there.
Take 81 points of force damage.
I'm instant. Okay, that's fine.
You're insta what?
I am going to catch my breath.
I tell you what, Hephaestus, that kind of thinking, you've been riding a gravy train with biscuits your whole life, haven't you?
It's just been a long time coming. I gotta be honest. I mean, that looked like it
Hephaestus,
sucked, but I'm so
Hephaestus,
satisfied.
as your bell is ringing, you see in the corner of your vision blue flashes of a figure standing with his hand behind his back, seven-pointed crown, and his shoulders are moving up and down as if he's laughing. You just like
Well, at
briefly
least he's home.
see these images. You hear Hephaestus just yell that out. At least he's home.
What?
Oh, am I the only one that saw him? Nobody else saw him. Just me, huh? Okay.
Well, I mean, I was looking at you.
You did touch his.
The dickhead was laughing at me.
As you all say that, you look at Hephaestus and you all look around. The blue entity has appeared, standing over top and behind his sarcophagus, and he's just standing there with his hands behind his back, his head sort of cocked to one side, 7-pointed crown lilting to the left.
Hello.
I get a little help here. That hurt a lot. Like a lot.
It was foolish of you to try.
I was just trying to see if you were home, man.
Where else would I be?
I don't know, you were wandering around in the forge the last time I saw your ass, so it was rude for us to come over without knocking.
Well, when you stumble onto the resting place of a god, one would think you wouldn't just go around touching things all willy-nilly.
You failed to mention to us that you were a god at any point of our previous interactions. How the hell were we supposed to know that?
Do they not teach you of me anymore? Do they not speak of me in your... He looks at your...
I could tell you if I knew who the hell you were.
He looks at the symbol on your chest and he goes, "The child of Festus. You still have sway over this plane?"
Is he? No, he took a hike. He's on a vacation, apparently. Along with all the other deities.
You know what they say? Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
You see his form sort of blur in and out for a second. "I do not have time to waste here. We can only project ourselves for so long, still trapped behind this accursed gate.
Well,
I have only a few seconds. Open the sarcophagus, take what lies inside, and bring me back to this plane. Once you do so, I will have the power to clear this plane of these invader gods."
who are you?
I have told you before.
Out of power.
Nope.
You see his form like blur and flare, like, and this time it goes on for a little bit longer, and like these words are trying to like interject. Like he's trying to like the words are like getting chopped up by the interference. It's, "It is against the rules." And his form like blurs again when he says the rules.
I cannot
Rules.
speak your name.
Why
We
are you locked away?
We have been bound away. Our names bound with him. Seek our names, and you might. And it like blurs and goes away.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a stupid question that I should have asked probably about 6 months ago. In my religious training, right, I realized it was mainly on Hephaestus, but would I have any idea who the other deities of the old pantheon are, and would I know who the hell this guy is?
I mean, you know deities of the pantheon. The only other iconography that revolves around 7 is Mystra.
Right.
But this is obviously not Mystra. So when you think through it, it's man, and then
Are there any other
then
gods
you
that had a crown?
then you think about it, and he referred to your god as a child,
Right.
So,
and that in
okay,
itself throws you for a loop, and you don't really.
predates our pantheon.
Sounds like he's someone that came before Mystra and had dominance over magic. Whether it
Well,
was the weave or something else.
So here's what I'm thinking. Right? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is. I'm thinking this is probably what they want. They probably want to get into here to get to this sarcophagus so that they can banish this god completely forever.
That's an idea. Would they want the table?
Ah,
Crazy.
yeah, but it's a table.
What if we gotta take the things that are on the sarcophagus and put them on the table? I mean, that'd be real easy, like.
I don't think they're related in any way, shape, or form. I think it's two separate things.
Taking things in this vault and just smashing them together sounds like putting your hand on a sarcophagus you find down in the vault.
Well, it just seemed like he get real lucky. He get answers by doing stupid things sometimes.
Not wrong.
How do we open the vault? The sarcophagus?
I mean,
You just like you
I'm
usually
fairly certain I just deactivated whatever the hell was there.
Oh, I wouldn't be certain. Something like this probably has layers of wards. I mean, I could try to dispel things, but I have no idea how long it might take or if I'm going to be able to do it. I'd have to go study it.
I
The
guess
real
protection
question
of good and evil.
should kind of, yeah, that would maybe that would help. Like, I would probably ask that you, Bucky, and Aiden, we all probably have spells that could do something. I mean, I'm just using dispel magic. Probably it. That being said, I mean, what do you guys think about releasing this guy?
I don't know nothing about him. I know him.
What's the worst that can happen?
The world ends.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, we're already on that trajectory as it is, buddy.
Franz
about it,
Franz
right?
goes.
No,
If
no, it's
if we
lucky.
release him? Think. If we release him and he starts fighting all the other gods, yeah, that just starts the war that we saw.
right. There's 6 dark and 6 light, right? This might be one of the light ones that we saw. You
But
know
he
what I
has
mean?
7 points.
What that just that doesn't mean anything.
That's his thing.
That's
but,
his
like,
thing. That's his
he's one of-
iconography.
God damn it.
What y'all? Man, y'all are weird.
Let's put a pin on that. Like, put it on the fridge there. We'll come back to that one.
What? Okay. All right.
Maybe that war needs to happen.
But if it does happen, there's no 11th age.
Well, we don't know that. It was just locked in because that.
It doesn't. That could also mean that the 12th age is coming and hasn't happened yet, so there's nothing to show.
But what
Maybe-
isn't this thing supposed to show the future? Wasn't that the idea?
No,
sometimes-
just knowing what age and what the next age happens. The next age was the end of this cycle.
And you know what? You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. You know what I mean?
Listen, what
Something
we
has to
saw-
be done to rewrite the universe anew.
Right. But do we want what we saw to happen?
But we don't know what happens afterwards, so I don't know.
I mean, I guess at this point it's happening, is what we're.
I mean, the options are this.
Oh,
The war's coming one way or the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can either do everything we can to win the war, because I don't think we're at a point where we can stop the war.
Okay.
So if this guy can help bring back the gods, our pantheon, then maybe we take that into consideration.
A war with only one side fighting is just called a massacre.
Ooh, that's. I'm gonna write that down.
It's very poetic, yeah.
How's Bastion doing? Did it react to this thing? Is it just kind of chilling, just calling me an idiot? I'm sure.
Just chilling. They don't. Yeah.
They don't want.
They just don't. I'm like you're kind of using them trying to like find answers, and that's not really the purpose of. You know.
I'm using her as a metal detector, a Geiger counter, so to speak. I get what her purpose is.
Oh,
She's
well-
helpful in other ways.
In that respect, no real response like that.
I'm gonna walk back up to the sarcophagus.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch it.
Very good.
Well, he said.
I'm going
done-
to.
Hmm.
I know he said open the sarcophagus.
I can get back away. Just step aside, though, man. Just step aside. I got you.
Okay.
Wait.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Are we sure we want to open this before we start fucking with it?
Yeah.
Are we sure? Do we have to do? We don't have to do this right now. Yeah, it's in our vault.
Well, you know, the DM control PC is telling us not to do something.
No, I am just offering caution. No, seriously, sorry. Do what you want. Like, seriously, please. That is not in any way just like.
I'm just messing with you.
Here's what, and I was about like. Do we think that releasing this guy has anything to do with what we're doing in the city right now?
What that was a dialogue option, and then a text box pops up with yes, no, with an arrow next to it, and you gotta you just flick back and forth between it. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Do you want to open the sarcophagus? Yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Bucky over here playing Deadpool. I can open up the sarcophagus. I can try. I can open it up. If we all agree, that's what we gonna do.
How about this? Because we don't have any there's no proof that this guy has anything to do with what we're dealing with in the city, what we came in the vote for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though maybe releasing him could help solve that, maybe, you know what I mean, he could help that. Either way, I think that before we release this, be demanded by some old god to let him free, you know, we could take some time and try to see if we can find any more information about him, Pantheon he comes from, you know what I mean, who he is, what he does.
Well, does opening it mean that he gets released? He said take the things out and then
He said take what's inside it and bring me back.
God damn it.
In some way. I forget the exact terminology he used, but there's something inside the sarcophagus that would be used to bring him back, and he said fight the gods, which what I'm trying to say is we have a college here, we have a vault to look through. We can maybe see if we can find something else out before we release him. Maybe solve what's going on in the city and not release him and pour orange juice over the spilled milk.
What? Was that Tolliver's attempt at a Bucky saying?
No, I'm just saying.
but if you
feel like we're snowballing a little bit here.
If you freeze those two together, you have yourself a real nice sorbet.
Yeah.
Or it's a sorbet. I can't remember.
I hate you.
What do you guys think?
I mean, that seems like the logical explanation, which is a complete 180 degrees of everything we've been doing for the last.
That's not
week
true.
that I've been here.
That's not true.
So I think
I've
it's a good.
advocated for logical decisions. I am a wizard.
he says it throws his hands down. No, I'm kidding. Is everything so hard? I am a wizard. No.
Touch the sarcophagus in the vault. Of course they're gonna get blown up.
Yes, you is a wizard. Mm-hmm. You sure is.
Franz says, if this is a good god, why is he sealed in a vault?
Exactly. Thank you. And we have a city erected
don't mean
over
none.
where he's sealed.
Oh, okay, hold on.
That
Or
don't
is
matter
he
for
or
Houdini.
is he sealed, or are they protecting his belongings?
Who controlled the city before us? Do we have any idea
My
how long his...
ancestors.
Right.
Your
Well,
ancestors went
no,
what? Wait,
between
never mind.
them and now, who controlled the city?
Between then and now, it was a cursed ruin, literally not even written on maps because people didn't even want the city to know.
Right.
You all had to go through steps to find out that this city even existed, right?
So we have no idea who put him here.
Well,
We cannot begin to fathom why he is.
Maybe the city was built up to his point. Maybe the
Sure.
city was built up around this.
here's exactly. This is a very old being, obviously. I mean, it has a 7-pointed star, right? I mean, that's Mistress
He called
Crown.
Hephaestus a
Crown.
young god.
Crown. Exactly. He called Hephaestus a young god. He has a 7-pointed crown. Maybe he, ruled over the domain of magic before Mr. Either way, he's very old.
F, how old is your god? If you had to guess.
So loosely in this pantheon, all of the gods led by Helm, Mystra, and the god of death, Myrkul, and like the main ones all came into being first. There's not a time or date on it, right? It's like kind of the idea of it's like a it's a mythology. And
right,
then
like on the 7th day.
Right, but the religion always starts with Helm, Mystra, all the original gods, the original 6 gods, molded the primordial bullshit into a planet that humans can live on. Then they created humans to worship, mortals to worship them, so on and so forth. Yeah. So Hephaestus was one of the secondary after the original 6 had kids, and Hephaestus is the son of Helm and Mystra.
One of the new generation guys.
So technically, if you want to think about it that way, Hephaestus is 2nd gen.
Not that old, Christ.
So if Hephaestus is 2nd gen, and this guy potentially ruled over Mistra's domain before her, you know what I mean?
What if you're sticking to magic because of the number 7? What if the magic and 7 are not necessarily connected with him?
Maybe. What would you propose otherwise?
I don't think there's
What if
nothing.
Hold on. What would you propose otherwise, bro?
I don't know. Maybe he was a god before the gods. If he sees Hephaestus as a child, then that means the other ones must be either his age or younger as well.
But are the other ones like him though?
If we don't know him, but we know the other ones, then that leads me to believe that he might have been before them.
Right.
But is there other ones like him though? Maybe there's like 7 of them.
I mean, that's what I've been saying. But you're saying maybe he's before them, just not magic related?
I don't know. Let's guess. It's all conjecture at this point.
Maybe
Well,
there's
okay.
more answers in the rest of the vault.
Yes, we could talk about this forever, but we don't know. We need more information.
Yeah, I'm not voting to open this, given what we know now, what's going on.
Well,
I'm not ruling it out. I want to check the college, see if there's any info we can find between the college and the vault to tell us more about this guy.
how many more rooms? I drew 1, 2, 3. I drew 3 rooms.
There's one more room
Okay.
after this one.
There's one
Let's
more
go.
room. All right, let's go. Let's go to the 4th room and see what we got going on over there. We come back to this weird guy.
I have a way to get answers.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
Does it involve
I don't
knocking
know
on
if it's-
sarcophaguses?
No.
You all make your way into here.
I've got divination, which I plan to do.
I can commune to.
The next room has the symbol of a dragon
I'm not going.
and a throne on the door. And as you all walk in, you see this.
Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. I like that.
There's a throne.
That is pretty.
As you look
Go
on
ahead,
it, you
Tom.
see a rather fucking large throne with an even, this is huge, obviously, right? Like, tip to tip. This is a fucking gigantic dragon statue. Big, tall throne. The throne is not, it's ornate, and it's, the carvings and the staircase, everything all look like one. The throne is obviously different and is put here, right? Like, it was put here in this room specifically.
Wonder who sat in that. That's a big ass chair. Well, we just gonna keep looking at this thing.
That's what I was thinking. I wasn't gonna say anything though.
It is big, but I mean, like, damn. What's that?
Any ideas?
Maybe we should go sit on it.
Well, that sounds like a
not doing
fan.
that.
Go ahead, Hephaestus.
Are you
Go
fucking
ahead. Go
kidding
go
me?
go right ahead.
So just
Are you
to
tired?
explain. So this this is a staircase that leads up, right? And then from here, there's either a staircase up this way, and this isn't it's not broken here, and a staircase up this way. Here's this sort of like open arena area, and this is a platform that is this high in the air, right? Or this, like, it's 10 feet tall with this giant throne and dragon statue.
Is there actually a banner here?
No.
Just gonna walk up the first flight of stairs and is there any markings like along the walls, like anything to kind of tell stands out?
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna come with you, Tyler. I don't like you. You too valuable.
Yeah, I do have a lot of valuables.
That's not what. All right, that's cool.
That's not it.
There are no markings on the walls or anything, specifically. Yeah, it's actually rather nondescript in here. Everything seems very kind of blank and pristine.
Well, this is interesting. That's
Alright, well, we've
ass
seen
chair,
every
yeah?
room in the vault. What do you guys think they're after?
Well, I think there'd be one of two things. They could be going after the seven-horned dude and his stuff in his sarcophagus, or the table. I don't know what the table's all about, but I'm thinking for sure, out of question, they want whatever's inside that sarcophagus.
The table seems like something that they could use. You know what I mean? Whether it's the miasma, the table, whatever. We've already fought something that was using the miasma. The 7-pointed guy seems like something they would want to prevent coming out.
I
Maybe
just
it's
don't know
both.
why you put them
Maybe
all in the
it's
same
both.
area though.
It's Volt.
Yeah, but like you got good and evil all in the same room. That sounds like
It's
a
two
fruit
different
cake.
rooms.
You know, you take fruit, delicious, cake, delicious.
I don't
pudding,
know.
you
I don't
get it.
necessarily know the dude with the 7-pointed crown on his head is good. Just a very powerful being.
He might just not give a shit.
Here, Dick.
He might be a little more rough around the edges than the deities we're used to. That's what I'm thinking. A little more primordial magic shit.
I'm just gonna go check out the chair and just go see what come out. I'm not gonna touch it or nothing. I'm just gonna take a look at it real quick.
And there was another room. I'm sorry. Were you saying something? My bad.
I'm just gonna take a look at the chair. I'm just gonna look to see if I notice any etchings or some markings. I don't know
Okay.
why I'm talking like that.
Make an investigation check.
Etchings. What do you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. The chair itself is rather large. It's made of a very, very fine wood. The first thing that you notice on the edge of the armrests, where someone's hands would rest, you see what looks like burned into the wood, to the point where it's sunken into the wood. What looks like burned claw marks into the edge, where like something very hot and very sharp gripped the edge of the chair, and sort of like soldered it in. The red lining here actually looks to be made of some kind, like it looks made to be look like overlapping scale material. The gray being this gray solid wood. At the foot in the basin here, as you get closer and you walk up to it, you see there are two rather large footprints, like sunken in and burned into the platform up here.
Well, it looked like
The chair itself smells like smoke.
still sounds like smoke. It looked like somebody. Now, whoever that somebody is must have been a very large individual from my deduction capabilities. This person must have been sitting in this chair and he must have internally combusted. That's what I get.
That's your theory?
That's my theory. He
All right,
internally, spontaneously combusted while sitting in this chair.
Seems fine.
I think
Seems
it's
fair.
Tam's throne.
Who's Tam?
It's our dragon friend.
But he's
Oh, we're
still
sitting-
alive,
Yeah,
right?
I think he was sitting here
But he. Ooh.
for like a long ass time.
While we're sitting here investigating this, Rick, I'm gonna cast on myself Aura of Vitality, and then for the next minute, I am going to heal myself every 6 seconds, so 10 times, using a bonus action type thing while we're standing there.
Okay. Yeah.
He best out of combat healings, bro.
Well, I mean, ain't not a whole lot here. Do I notice the wood is? Does it look like my flute?
It does not. No.
Well, I mean, I don't see no hidden contraptions or compartments or anything over here. So I think we should just go ahead and roll on up out of here, and go do that other thing you was talking about, Tolliver, which was what was that? Going to the college?
What? Oh no, I just meant
Oh,
general. I don't know if that's like a right now thing.
There you go.
I just meant like there might be information about the 7-pointed guy in the college somewhere, maybe.
So here's what we're gonna do. You all leave out of this chamber, head back into the antechamber, and that is where we will end tonight. And we will pick up with you all in the antechamber, making your next decision on what your next course of action is.
that was a good little tour of the vault. Now we know what's in there.
What the fuck is going on?
That's a crazy ass vault. You know what's funny? I did see one room that had a lot of coin in it, but that's about it.
There was no gas. There was a gas clue that we missed last time around the statues. No gas in the vault. Gas.
Gas. You want a carrot?
What the fuck?
Well, carrots are good for gas.
Hell,
Carrots kick that gas right out of there.
not that kind of gas, you idiot.
Whoa. Simmer down now.
Just so no one's surprised,
Further.
next session I'm 180ing and we're releasing the game. If you guys want to release the dude.
I mean, like I said, sometimes you just gotta rip the band-aid off.
I don't know what else.
Rip the band-aid off.
I mean, maybe you'll do some shit.
No, that is literally just that's just fuck it, let's see what happens. That's what that is.
I know.
I'm with it. So they're like, you got multiple options here. Like whatever you guys do, I'm not hoping you do one thing or the other. I have laid out an array of things like that you can pick from to do. And it's just like, let's
array
just
of ways to fuck this up.
Okay, well let me say this. Other than letting the guy out in the party, do you guys, based on what we've seen in the vault and what's been going on in the city, who has ideas on what to do?
I think we should sit on the throne.
That is not a good idea.
Other than that,
I mean, I touched the sarcophagus and I'm fine.
Yeah, you're real fine. You
not
real
having
fine.
this
Are those the
on
words?
RP. You're
Why?
retarded.
Why is your pinky touching the back of your wrist right now?
Not.
What the fuck? I don't. Up until
What
this
action?
point, I've understood just about all of them. That one, I didn't. Why is the
We're
Because
all
his hand
here.
blew up.
whatever?
Why is the pinky
Oh,
touching the back
okay,
of your
okay.
wrist?
Okay. To be fair, like there's a rule where if you take over half of your total health in damage, you're supposed to be maimed in some way. I don't believe in maiming people unless they die.
Or fall off a cliff.
Named fucking.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
or
because you
fall
took
off, yeah.
almost all of your health.
This
Like-
guy took 80.
No, I think you did. You did get knocked out.
He did.
Me?
He
Yeah,
tried
when
to
you, fell
go.
off,
He,
when you fell off the cliff, you unconscious yourself.
I did
yeah,
not.
He tried to go Ric Flair off the fucking.
I think
top.
you
Because
did.
I was able,
You
I
took
was
like
able
60.
to move the next turn.
You were at level
Please,
4 and you took
while we're
60
all
points.
here.
Anyway.
I think if
Please,
Festus
God.
should have a busted ass elbow, that'd be
Without
hilarious.
joking, does anyone actually have any ideas on what to do with what we saw? In the middle?
Like quite literally, we spent 3 hours in that vault. We should just
Please, like, please,
we should just open it up.
do you actually have any ideas?
So we can go back to the miasma. I can do protection from good and evil on somebody so that they can stay from getting that vertigo bullshit. Then
Like on them?
protection
Yeah.
On them, and then do protection of good and evil on the miasma, and they can get the table and chairs out.
I think the table is kind of like a war room table, like where a council
Okay, but
sat.
it's
Okay.
So I think the table was like a place where maybe 4 people, council members, sat. How many people are usually keys to the city? I don't fucking know. Anyway,
3.
3. And then maybe there was a 4th of some sort. I don't know. Council table, and then they have obviously that one room that's just obviously the calendar.
I
And then
don't
you
think.
have the throne. I think the 7 pointy thorn guy. That's his throne.
oh,
So,
you know
so I'm
what?
gonna throw something at King real quick, and it's gonna twist his brain up. I foreshadowed this earlier to you, King.
Yeah, I know. I was being quiet.
Don't fucking
on
be
purpose.
No,
on
no, no, no.
purpose.
Outside of that thing, outside of that one thing, like there is still something that Aster knows that I've sort of alluded to, because there's clues of information that you guys have received about something that King knows about.
That I still know about.
Yes. Think about how I described the guy. Think about how I described him and then what you know about him. Like what he was wearing and then what you know about him. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't ask any more questions about it.